Everyone likes moonshots, so let's find the longest home run from each team in 2023. This will be in order, shortest to longest, exit velocity serving as a tiebreaker, and this does not include playoffs. Number 30, Freddie Freeman, Los Angeles Dodgers, 442 feet. That great Dodgers offense was second in the National League in home runs, but they didn't go very far. Freeman takes 94 from Chris Bassett halfway up the bleachers at Dodger Stadium. Number 29, Josh Naylor, Cleveland Guardians, 442 feet. This is lefty on lefty crime. This fastball is supposed to be away, but it drifts middle in, and Naylor breaks an 8th inning tie. Number 28, Dom Smith, Washington Nationals, 444 feet. This ball is supposed to be higher and away. It's more center cut than Kirby Yates wanted, and Dom Smith destroys this one, over the bullpen, halfway up the Truist Park bleachers. Number 27, Luis Robert, Chicago White Sox, 450 feet. Here's Chris Bassett again, and it seems like he threw the sweeper where he wanted, but Luis Robert was sitting on it. He even froze for a second after hitting it, not even looking at it. He didn't have to. Number 26, Yainer Diaz, Houston Astros, 453 feet. This rookie showed his power this year, blasting 23 home runs, including this bomb off Josh Spores. 8 runs already on the board, 7th inning, 2 on, nobody out. This slider is supposed to be low and away. It's high and away, and Diaz yanks it to left center, into the upper tank. Number 25, Rafael Devers, Boston Red Sox, 453 feet. Again, left on left crime. Robert Garcia wants this slider low and away. It catches way too much of the plate, and Devers extends and pulls it into the upper deck of Nationals Park. Number 24, Riley Green, Detroit Tigers, 453 feet. This is a great pitch by Kenta Maeda, an 81-mile-an-hour slider low and in, just where he wanted it. But this is right in Riley Green's nitro zone, and after 5 2/3 of scoreless ball, Green almost hits one onto the walkway. Number 23, William Contreras, Milwaukee Brewers, 453 feet. Jake Irvin was pitching great, shutting out the Brewers into the 5th, and he locates this sinker on the inside half. But credit to Contreras, he steps out and launches one that almost hit the bullpen board in left center. Number 22, Jose Siri, Tampa Bay Rays, 457 feet. Louis Varland wanted this slider away. It ends up low and in, and Siri crushes it over the outfield seats. I think this home run has the best reactions overall. Siri is absolutely hot dogging it, and Varland skips halfway to home plate and gives a frustrated fist pump. Number 21, Mitch Garver, Texas Rangers, 457 feet. How often do you see it? Touki Toussaint wanted this low and away. It comes back, and it's almost right down the middle. Mitch Garver has that really short stroke, and that had enough power to get it into the upper deck. Number 20, Bo Bichette, Toronto Blue Jays, 460 feet. It seems like Marco Gonzalez wanted this changeup down, like he normally would, but it didn't matter. At 81 miles an hour, Bichette had to provide all the power, and he golfs this over the seats in center field. Number 19, Jack Sawinski, Pittsburgh Pirates, 461 feet. This one's kinda cheap. He was facing Alan Trejo in a blowout game. This guy's an infielder, and this 55-mile-an-hour meatball lands right in his wheelhouse, hitting it halfway up the second deck at Coors Field. Number 18, Wilson Contreras, St. Louis Cardinals, 461 feet. It looks like the older Contreras brother still has more power, and you can see the Cardinals are down 6 runs in the 9th, and the catcher sets up for a fastball right down the middle. It actually ends up a bit down and in, and Contreras hits this over the Kauffman Stadium fountains. You don't think you're getting a ball if you're sitting up there. Number 17, Brent Rooker, Oakland A's, 462 feet. Just like last year, we get to see a lot of balls fly at Coors Field, and in this case, Chris Flexen got this 4-seam fastball a little bit too high in the zone, and Rooker drives it to the deepest part of the park, still getting it halfway up the bleachers. Number 16, Evan Longoria, Arizona Diamondbacks, 463 feet. Yeah, Colorado once again, and here you have Austin Gomber missing his spot about as bad as he possibly can. A 92-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball that's just about center cut. Longo turns on it, Gomber screams at himself, and that lands about 2/3 of the way up the stands. Number 15, Juan Soto, San Diego Padres, 463 feet. It looks like Reese Olson wants this fastball down and away, and he gets it away, it's just at the top of the zone. We see Soto do this all the time. He gets extended, and he launches the ball to dead center, hitting the back wall of the batter's eye, and Reese Olson is not happy. He's not even a year younger than Soto, but he looks like he should be back in high school. Number 14, Drew Waters, Kansas City Royals, 465 feet. The catcher is giving a weird target, but it looks like he wants this down and away, and this sinker ends up middle in. A perfect ball for Waters to turn on, and this is a splash hit in right field. That's right, Waters hits one into the water. Number 13, Christopher Morel, Chicago Cubs, 465 feet. Kyle Freeland wants this changeup low and away, and even though he gets it up, it's still off the plate. Yet somehow, Morel reaches out and pulls it to left center. It doesn't look that impressive because it only lands 10 rows up, but that's a deep part of Coors Field. Number 12, Francisco Alvarez, New York Mets, 467 feet. This one is really amazing. Miguel Castro puts this 97-mile-an-hour sinker exactly where he wants it. This is a power sinker on a 1-2 pitch, and Alvarez just powers this thing out, over that huge center field wall, onto the walkway over all the seats. Just an insane shot. Number 11, Elly De La Cruz, Cincinnati Reds, 467 feet. I thought his first home run would be his longest. That almost left the ballpark, but no, that was number 2, 9 feet behind this one. 9th inning, Reds already up 2, facing Xavier Curry, and this curveball misses badly. It's supposed to be low and away, it lands low and in, and De La Cruz tees off. Not quite upper deck, but all the way to the back of the lower deck, 119 miles an hour off the bat. Number 10, Jorge Soler, Miami Marlins, 468 feet. Brandon Pfaadt tried to jam Soler with a four-seam fastball inside, and this drifts right down the middle. A guy like Soler is going to send that into orbit. The left fielder barely even gives it a courtesy look. That's over all the seats and onto the walkway. Number 9, Michael A. Taylor, Minnesota Twins, 468 feet. Not exactly known for his power, but when you get Michael A. Taylor into Coors Field, you can throw out the record books. Ty Block wants this cutter low and in, and it doesn't miss by much, but it does get up a bit, and that allows Taylor to yank this to left field, over all the seats, and it bounces right to this guy. Hey, look what I found. Number 8, Ryan Mountcastle, Baltimore Orioles, 472 feet. Alright, Framber Valdez. Baseball Savant calls this a cutter at 83 miles an hour. I don't know about that. It looks like a hanging slider, supposed to be down and in, but it ends up right over the plate. Mountcastle doesn't miss it, hits it over the bullpen. This guy catches it. The kid with a Mountcastle jersey is losing it. That baby's got some serious Orioles bling, and this guy's got some kind of neck purse. There's just a lot going on here. Number 7, Lamont Wade Jr., San Francisco Giants, 474 feet. You think Coors is hitter friendly? Try Mexico City. The air is super thin up there, and when Joe Musgrove throws this 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball 6 inches too low, Wade crushes it about halfway up the grandstands. Embarrassing for Musgrove, but still not as embarrassing as the Padres City connects. Number 6, Travis d'Arnaud, Atlanta Braves, 474 feet. How many guys would you have to name on the Braves before you got to Travis d'Arnaud? Probably most of them, but the Nelson Lamet tried to throw 94 low. He got it high, and d'Arnaud goes 3/4 of the way up the seats in left center. He also got Lamet 2 innings later, but that was a mere 433 feet. Hey d'Arnaud, hit the weight room. Number 5, Jared Kelenic, Seattle Mariners, 482 feet. This was a blast, but the wind was also blowing out of Wrigley at 19 miles an hour. Julian Merriweather hits his spot, but Kelenic squares up that 98-mile-an-hour fastball and hits it into the upper deck. This guy never expected to get a ball there, but he absolutely launches it back to the field. Number 4, Kyle Schwarber, Philadelphia Phillies, 483 feet. This guy reminds me of Babe Ruth, the way he swings around the bases. But anyway, Michael Tonkin is trying to get this ball up and in. It's close, but a little too center cut, and Schwarber turns on it, hitting it over the chop house. That was homer number 45. Number 3, Nolan Jones, Colorado Rockies, 483 feet. The Rockies have been dethroned. Last year, it was CJ Cron that topped this list. Jones is only 3rd. This isn't a bad pitch from Logan Webb. It's a 92-mile-an-hour sinker on the inside corner, but it's right in Nolan Jones' sweet spot, and he gulps it out. 114 miles an hour off the bat, over the bullpen and into the second deck. Number 2, Giancarlo Stanton, New York Yankees, 485 feet. This Ross Stripling slider looks like it's trying to go low and away, but it's low and right over the plate, and Stanton just flicks this ball over the fence. This lands over the cameras in center field. I can't imagine too many guys have hit one up there at Yankee Stadium. Number 1, Shohei Ohtani, Los Angeles Angels, 493 feet. The guy who was in the running for AL Cy Young for a few months also hit the longest home run of 2023. Tommy Henry held the Angels scoreless through 5, and this slider is supposed to sweep low and away from him. And look where it lands. Dead center. He hits this halfway up the right field stands, even longer than Barry Bonds' monster shot in the 2002 World Series. Tim Salmon said that's the farthest ball he's ever seen hit. Well, I hope he saw this one. Ohtani wins the Moonshot Derby of 2023. That's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. And if you're new here and love baseball content, please give me a sub. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.